There's Arukh HaShulchan Yerideh, Siman Chav Gimel, Sif Chav Aleph, to Siman Chav Daled, Sif Beis. This is day 114 of the Supplemental Arukh HaShulchan Yomi series. Chav Av, Homanim Amakizim Dam Behemoth Urfua. Bloodletters, who are bloodletting blood for animals for healing purposes. Evidently, in the late 1800s, they were still doing that as a form of healing for animals. That's fine. They do it from the neck. HaShulchan based even though it's possible to, even though you should be concerned at the time that they are letting the blood, they penetrated the esophagus and traced it up. Nevertheless, after the fact, once they did the blood, we don't assume that something bad happened. They shouldn't be him because the bloodletters are adept. Not to touch the trachea, esophagus, and they only let the blood from the sinews of the neck. If a Jew is saying at the time that they're letting the blood, it's best to incline the simonim to the other side, place where the blood is being let. But because there shouldn't be any concern that the esophagus will be pierced. We already explained that we're very stringent about delays. I feel even if it's a minimal delay. It's not just a random stringency. It's a primary halacha. The Shem halacha Rashi, maybe the halacha like Rashi Shia, have izman muat mo that delay is even in a very small amount of time. I feel with suffix Shia, we're concerned even if the suffix of Shia Mashu, the slightest Shia, like we talked about, we find bulrush or reed in the and when we find that reed is cut, we're concerned with Shia. But if we don't find it cut, we're not concerned at all. And also, if there's some sort of episode which we can assume mitigates the Shia, such as the time the Shchita, the Shchita cut his finger. Yesheros, we should see. Well, I don't know if it actually mitigates. I guess a case which we can take into account, perhaps is better terminology. Such that we cut his finger. Yesheros, we should see if the Shchita is frightened by the cut. Bia says Sakin, and he lifts up the knife. Or his hand got pushed away from the knife. Have a Shia, it is a Shia. Lavnev's not a Shera. If the tip of the knife touched the ground, the time Shchita, Yesheros, we should have to see Ulai is a Shia. So we're not mitigating aid at all. We're being much more stringent. More, everything has to go by how the Rov says the situation. The Shechit himself, Lo Yivsok or Latzmo, should not paskin for himself, Shum Davo Minyan Shchita, in any matter of Shchita, however, V'yishal Ma'ir should ask the sage of the city, the Rav, V'york V'yabanos B'nyan, who will pass according to understand the matter. The back says, Gam Mashkosam Tlishas had no tzos, Lachmir Shotzadam. That was that which you wrote, that when you pluck the feathers, you have to be stringent. It pluck them out. Came out Yivshkosh to those who say, B'of Shakrin, Indik, whatever that bird is, Shesh Tzavor Taltle Bosa, doing which there are red scales of flesh, and the next coin, Karel. When it got plucked out, if the hole pierces through to the simonim, it's between forbid. If it's not all the way through, or and there's still some flesh underneath that scaly substance, not to be stringent. Chavdal, Dine Drosa, Chaloda, Vagroma V'iko. These are all the other psulim and shchita. I could translate them, but I don't think you see the point. We're going to go through them one by one. Aleph, Dorsa Kesa. What is Dorsa? Halach l'ma should be sinna. Halach l'ma is shchita tzich lios b'mshich. Shchita has to be by drawing the knife across the neck. Shemelcha maybe sakin hetzavar draws it back and forth on the neck. V'lo shirchok sakin hetzavar, not to push the knife on the neck. V'yachta b'koach, and to cut with strength. If you were cutting a radish or a squash, it's possible. It goes out saying, if you hit with your knife on the neck, like you hit with a sword, you cut the simanim basachas in one fell swoop. That is no good. They link this concept to the pasuk. Link this link this concept to the lashon or the pasuk. The chol lashon shchita shmir. Anytime you find language of shchita into lashon mashach, it means to draw. Ki nechsiv, it says to pull. Ki nechsiv, it says zahav shachut, pulled gold. Lachim alaf yud zayin. The zahav rach, it said basof gold and moshkin, so when you pull it, ke'angel seems to have been a just like similar to that which coppersmiths do. Like they take chutin shosim ben mechadim and they draw the strings with which they make needles. So Rashi daf lamet. So to a smooth arrow is their tongue. Shemadaber b'mirma. Somebody speeches with treachery. Moshe Dvar Chetz, he draws his words like an arrow. Beis Fridays Barber seeming the chesed has been clarified. When you shech by going back and forth with the knife, and so the second is no minimum size for the knife. By going back and forth, you won't apply pressure of the second cut in a small knife. Mishnah is also in the Mishnah daf lamed and sham. I was show you below about it. You're going just one direction to towards yourself, or away from yourself, or below about it, bring towards yourself. So she has second kashir sabarsha davar nishchar. The knife has to be the entire length of the neck of that thing which is shechtim. Ima orva mifrekes, together with the hide and the spinal column, and beyond the neck, the size of additional neck. That the length of the knife should be the length of two necks. It's not necessarily true that you're going to have to draw the entire knife until you shech the majority. This person can't be meticulous about this. That should take the full length of the knife to shecht. When the knife is sharp and I don't know what the difference harif is, sharp, finely honed. When it cuts the majority, so when it comes to before he extends out or pulls it back, to this extent. When you have this measure in the knife, you automatically shech expansively without applying pressure on sham. But the poskim hold the behema being melotzav or b'choinyan. You have to go use the entire length of the neck, no matter what. I feel even go back and forth. I feel about kosher. Those who say that even by prayer require the entire length of the neck and beyond the neck, at least to a certain extent, the knife should be that long. I feel the custom is to declare treif any animal in our parts, even you went back and forth. If the blade is not at least double the at least the size of the neck and something beyond the neck as well. But sounds only by an animal is concerned after the fact, but not by a bird. And that's it for today.